We're gonna stain some wood, spray paint that thing right there. Y'all know who got final say, so we'll see what she say. They might change. Good morning, y'all. All right, we back on the tiny. We've had crazy weather out here multiple days in a row. We're ready to pick back up. So I want y'all to go like the videos because that helps us go up. It helps more people see us. I got about 3 hours and I'm gonna take advantage of these 3 hours. I'm finna see what this do because it's cool looking, man. Look at that. Man, I'm sure that other little utility knife blade would have worked, but I don't know if it'd have been this quick. It's pretty good. Ah, that's where the blade might come in handy. Knock that over. Don't go too deep. Nice. Oh, tell me this boy battery ain't die. All right, y'all, I got it done. I'll give you a quick pan. This should do for my chest piece at least. We're gonna be figuring out which stain color to use for the wood siding, and we're looking for black sheet metal or roofing metal or tin or whatever you guys want to call it, but we're looking for black, and of course there's no black. Yeah, I'm finna spray paint it. Let's get the staining first because spray paint likes to get everywhere, so I'm gonna sit this to the side. The colors we have is golden pecan or pecan, depending on how country you are. We have espresso. And if you care, the golden pecan is number 245 Minwax. Y'all can see that. The espresso is 273, and the ebony and ivory is, I'm sorry, I got carried away, is 2718. Yeah. So, and then I have some teak oil, and that is to seal it so we can make it waterproof because it is siding that we're doing. So there's that. Super dark. All right, that's that one. And that's just one coat. You know, you can go several coats and see what it does. Hey, let me do this like this. Boom. Boom. Ooh. Oh no, what? All right, and then the last one, y'all, I'm just gonna throw sealer on it because, to be honest with y'all, I like the light wood, and it really depends on what it looks like against the black. That's just to seal it. And we might just go with this raw pine, y'all. I don't know what it's gonna look like later after the sun hits it, but that is, yeah, it ain't like the honey. I'll bring the camera closer and show y'all all of them. We could do like 1, 2, 3, and 4. So y'all hashtag down in the comments which one y'all like best. 1, 2, 3, or 4. They're pretty dope too. Really, who got final say so? Y'all know who got final say so. We'll see what she say. They might change. But yeah, let me know. Okay, I'm gonna wipe these down and maybe hit them with another coat, or half of it with another coat. The sealant one don't need half, so I'm only going halves on these. Second coat, top half. It's wet right now, so we'll see. Top half. Hopefully you can see that where it's wet at. I did more than half though. All right, that's half of that. So yeah, y'all, again, 1, 2, 3, or 4. What is your best one? Let me move this out the way and get on to the next piece, which is spray painting this metal over here. Let's see how that's gonna work out. All right, I don't know how this is gonna work because the wind is crazy, but man, you know what? How about this? So the plan is that the exterior of this thing is gonna be black, and then, or black metal, sheet metal, and then wood. All right, it's hot. I'm gonna take this time to rig myself up some power, and I think I'm gonna bring a fan in here real quick. See if I can get some circulation of air. Y'all, this battery was sent to me, and I'm about to use it to kind of rig up a little system that I can plug into. It's a LifePo 4 12.8 volt 100 amp hour battery. Its applications are for RVs and campers and people doing what we do, putting the solar out there, living off grid. So y'all know what this is. Let me get an inverter to hook up to this thing real quick. I got this little cheapo inverter off Amazon, y'all. It's not a pure sine wave, but it'll work. I charge it up to 100%. As y'all can see, the thing is pretty lightweight. It's renewable. We're gonna get the energy from the sun, fill her up, use her over and over and over again. We just gonna take them and connect them. But this popped on to let me know that, hey, it's at 13.2 volts. Let's see what it does here. We plug that in, we turn that on, and we turn that on. And that's loud. Links are in the description. The guys were nice enough to send it out and at MH, and I appreciate that. Yeah, there we go. All right, let's see if we can spray this. If not, and it goes everywhere. We'll move on to spraying it back there. Hopefully that is picking up on camera pretty well. I mean, it's still wet, but hopefully you can kind of really see what that's looking like. We'll let that dry and see what it look like in a second. Real quick, I'm gonna turn that inverter off. Bateria Power sent us a Sunrock MPPT solar charge controller right out of the box. It's a pretty cool little unit. We'll see truly how it works. This won't be what I use for our main powerhouse. This will be used to power like our pump house. So once we get the water down to the homestead, we'll need a little bitty solar setup to be able to run that kind of stuff. So this is what I'll use this for, probably along with this battery. But real quick, let's just get into this. This is the size of it, so you can see it's not very big, and it's only a solar charge controller. On the bottom you got your temp control, your PV, which is the solar panels, your battery, which is what we are about to connect here in a minute, and then you have your load, so that can run out to a small power source like lights or something, and then you have your communications. The manual ain't bad, y'all. It's written in plain English. I also got something else with them. This is the Bluetooth module that will allow me to connect it to my phone. So yeah, I think I'm gonna show y'all that. Okay, so let's move on real quick and I'll hook that up too. Now this little module, it doesn't come with it. I just was looking at other people's videos and I was like, man, I need the Bluetooth capability. So by itself, no Bluetooth capabilities, for real. That's important to know. 2 screws. I'm just taking this little cover off. The cover for these inserts, the cover is just to cover up that, but there's screws in there to tighten the wires down. Screw that down pretty tight. All right, I'm gonna sit that there for a second because I do want to connect my solar. And y'all, if you're kind of not familiar, this is the PV wire. These are MC4 connections, and if you guys have watched some of the other videos, you'll know that's pretty much how it hooks into the solar panel, and I'll show you here in a second. And I'm thankful, guys, at Bateria Power. They sent me, I believe this is 30 feet each, no, 50 feet each of the red and of the black, so I appreciate them for that. And then they also sent me these adapters, so you can hook multiple strands up to this one adapter and it'll go down to the PV connection, so you can hook 3 separate strands of solar panels up and you'll be good to go. I won't be using this today though, because I don't need it today. I got one small solar panel that I'm gonna hook up. It's just 100 watt solar panel. So let me get this going. Just wanted to show y'all that. And screw that down tight. All right, so my red is my positive and my black, we going in on my negative in the PV side. All right, that's tight. All right, to kind of give y'all a close-up on this, y'all can see there's the screen and it's not lit up just yet, but in here you could see all of the screw, so it can be tightened down for each one of the inputs to it. But I'm gonna put this this back on there. Some little bitty screws too, y'all. And hold on, let me just make one more check. See, I was about to mess up. So on the battery, I had them flipped. That's why you check, triple check and double check. But let me put my blue, which is my negative, in the negative spot. But don't do as I do. Make your own smart or Dumb decisions. All right, and again, this will be used for the pump house, so y'all will kind of see this again, and I'll give you the explanation as to why I'm doing what I'm doing with these when I do that. So real quick, we're gonna connect these to the battery with the ring terminals, and we're gonna give this thing some juice. And we'll make sure that's tight. Yeah, so I don't know if you could see that, but it's definitely lit up. I have to move it closer. Or maybe not. All right, y'all, so I got this panel. It's just a regular 100-watt panel. There's only one way to connect it, but I'm gonna just lay it flat. No shadows over it. I'll show y'all real quick what the screen looks like if it'll let me. So yeah, it's probably not gonna let me on here, but again, it's connected, runs out to the battery, so it's charging that battery currently. All right, and that just goes into that port, the RS485 port. And then let me go to the app real quick, y'all. All right, Bluetooth monitor, cloud monitoring. We going Bluetooth. Just so we're good, you guys can see right up top, it has the solar panels and the battery moving. Even though it's just a little bit of sun back there, it's pulling something. So real quick, let's just run through each of these areas and see what I need to change to make sure everything is right. So today's energy, that's just kind of letting you know what's going on today. Down at the bottom, it's a little hard for me to see, but I think y'all can see. But I'm gonna choose battery, and right away you could see what it got today. You could see the temperature is in Celsius and that it is a gel battery, and this is not a gel battery, it's a lithium ion battery. So need to figure out how to change that. Let's just go through the settings though. This is the load information, and then oh, this is cool. So it has a run and a stop, so technically you could turn it off and on from the app, and you could turn it on and off from that as well if you hold down the OK button. But yeah, it's better to have it from the app. So this is kind of cool. And then the general settings down there, historical data, charge and protection programs. That's probably what we want. Look right up top, battery type, gel lead acid. No, so we're lithium ion, and we're gonna save it. And temp, we're gonna right down at the bottom where it says others, the temperature display, we're gonna change it to Fahrenheit. Okay, and I think everything else is when that's fully charged is at 13.2, not 14.4, so we'll change that. 13.2, and that's the battery we're talking about, y'all. And take it to the battery. So 77 degrees, and it's a lithium ion battery, so we are good to go there. As y'all can see, they sent the solar charge controller over, and as soon as I could get it to the homestead and get the pump house up and running, y'all are gonna see this thing work in full action. We technically have made our own power station. So anyway, all right, finna get back to this here, get this squared away because we are looking pretty dry in that satin, and then we'll figure out what we like about those over there. Yeah, let's do it like there. All right, so if we're looking at, this is the honey one up against the black. I don't even know if this is the best way to do it, but that's the honey one. Right, and then this is ebony, which the two coats didn't seem to do much at all. with the black. That's ebony. And I'll move these over. That is the espresso, and man, that's that two-tone too. You can really see it on this one. So I'll turn that over so you can see the dark one against the black. And then this is the natural. So this is just with the sealant on it. Let's turn it this way. So that's it by itself. All right, y'all, so this was a fun one. I think I accomplished quite a bit today. I got something set up so the wife can see and tell me yes or no on for the siding and the metal sheathing that's gonna go on the side everywhere. So the colors turned out good. I think I'll be able to spray paint. I didn't seal it yet, so you know you could probably still scratch the spray paint off, but of the metal. But man, appreciate y'all rocking with your boy. That's all I got to say. Ending it right here. Deuce.